Hey everybody, it's Big Johnny G. Hey, it's been about 2 weeks since we did the initial overseeding with a starter fertilizer, and also put down an organic. The Milo wasn't available when I did the front. It was the back. I did use the Milo on the back with the starter. And you'll see here in just a little bit, it's great results so far. On the front, I want to give you an idea where we're at right now. You can see what the side of the yard is here. I haven't really done anything to this at all. I haven't even been running irrigation until the last couple of days. Our property line is right there at the driveway pretty much. And I did the roundup over about 4 feet in order to kind of keep the weeds and all that garbage off of us from that vacant lot that's over there. And then you can see, you'll be able to give you an idea. The sun's really hitting on it pretty hard right now. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, but that's what we're looking like right now. It's amazing. Still got some bare spots. The new grass is just now starting to come in, but we're only 2 weeks into this. And now in the spring, I'm going to take a look and see how tall the grass is before I do any type of leveling, because I do have some issues in my lawn behind me in low spots, and that's creating a water nightmare for my irrigation. This yard also slopes. It crowns right there in the middle, about where those shadows are that you're seeing from our maple trees, and it pitches both directions right there. And I mean, if you run the irrigation here where that sod's sitting on top of that clay soil, after about 6 to 8 minutes of watering, it just starts running to the road, or it'll run over here and settle by the sidewalk. And I think that was a lot of my problem, as I was actually over watering. So I'm going to listen to Pete, and I'm going to listen to the Ginger. I'm going to cut back on my watering in the summertime. I'm going to give it a good push this fall. I'm going to give it a good push in the spring, get it healthy. Now, I just ordered my Humic 12 from Greene County fertilizer, and I'm going to give that a shot. That's really what this clay soil needs. I've also got to go invest into a really good pH meter, because if what I'm doing, if I'm not watching my pH, everything that I'm doing is going to be for naught. And I'm tired of just throwing all this stuff at the wall and hoping something sticks. So I'm taking good notes. I'm keeping a diary. According to the Lawn Care Nut, I thought that was a great idea. So I'm keeping a diary, the dates, what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, the recommendations of what the product or the manufacturer's suggestions are of reapplications, and I'm going to see what, how it turns out. Back here in the back, my wife had ordered some Mood Ring Podocarpus, and I'm going to give you a look. Let's take a look at those. These things are gorgeous. Take a look at these, man. Now, here's the funny thing about these Mood Ring. These aren't even on the market yet. She went through plants.com and through plants.com, she found a developer or a grower that actually had these. They are just now being grown. And they took 8 out of their stock and sent to her through the mail. And look at these. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous. Now, these will get 4 to 6 feet wide, 6 to 8 feet tall. And we're kind of doing it for a screening here for our back porch. And then when we did this, we were just looking at doing this row right here. And then she decided to go ahead and put this row, and she's got them alternated. When we did that, it messed all this up. that I had done the other day where I had overseeded it. So I've just mixed up my essentials in my biopack that the Jinja recommended. I've got it in my backpack sprayer right now with my turf dye, turf marker. And I'm going to bring part of that over here. And I'm going to shoot this ground with that. And this will kind of be my test plot right here of using that for the root booster. But you can see back here in the back where the grass is starting to come in, baby. Look at all that hard work paying off. Isn't that awesome? Now we've kept this watered pretty good, and even back where we ran out of the topsoil in that clay, it's starting to show itself. You really can't see it right now, but it is really starting to come to life. And then over here where the irrigation was overlapping, I've adjusted things now so the rest of the yard gets more water. Take a look at this. Pretty nice, huh? Not bad for 1 week. I'll give you an update next week too. Anyway, I'm going to go get started. Hey guys, Big Johnny G. Hey, one last thing before we sign out of this video. Finally got my garage organized, man, a little bit. Still got a little bit to do over on the bench and stuff, but it's my man cave. Got my TV out here, come out and watch the Jinja, watch Pete, watch football. You know, got my dartboard up, got my refrigerator over here, man. So, you know, my little mini fridge. So, anyway, when I'm out here, nice cold water out of that thing, man, is nice. Listen, it's been a great project, and we are just getting started. Appreciate you guys following along. I hope you enjoy it. I mean, you know, we'll show you a few plants. Listen, if you're looking for the guy that's going to give you all the ins and outs of what to use, what not to use, I'm not your guy. I'm just the DIYer that listens to the Pest and Lawn Ninja or GCI Turf. You know, the Lawn Care Nut. There's a couple others that I kind of watch a little bit. My main two are Pete and the Jinja. But listen, anybody can do this. You just got to be willing to get your hands dirty, sweat, study, listen, and do what's recommended on the packages. Now listen, there's a lot of stuff out there. Like right now, we have researched humic products. I know that Anderson's got a really good product out there, according to Doc, in a granular. But, you know, when I mixed up my bios today with my essentials, a little bit of humic in that stuff. And it doesn't dissolve correctly. I mean, there's some guys, even when they get the Andersons, if they're going to mix it into a liquid, they'll let it sit overnight to let it dissolve. So I don't want that stuff clogging up my sprayer. So what we did was we ended up, after all of our research and everything that we did, we ended up going with the Humic 12 from Greene County Fertilize. They have several locations. I know they have one up in Greensboro. You can look them up online. I don't have the ability to put the links down here below or tell you to hit subscribe or leave a comment. I'm just a little dude, man. I do this on my phone. Anyway, I enjoy it. My wife finally got me one of these, I call them an idiot stick, but a selfie stick, so I can kind of get my hands freed up a little bit, get the camera away from me. But these other guys, man, they've got all the cameras, the GoPros. This thing will go into a tripod. I just don't, you know, maybe one of these days I'll set it up and do a video. But I'm the type of guy that, you know, the guys at work that work for me, they've asked that I do some cooking videos because they know that I've got a smoker, I've got a griddle, I've got a charcoal grill. The only thing I'm missing is a pizza oven and a deep fryer out back. Man, we smoke turkeys, wings, stuffed jalapenos, brisket, prime rib. We do a little bit of all of it out there, and maybe one of these days I'll set up the tripod in the house and take you through step by step how I do it. There's a lot of recipes out there. And I'll tell you what, man, I've come down to where it's hard to just beat a good old black pepper, salt, sea salt, and garlic powder rub. I mean, that's just old school, man. That's the basics, but that's the way we like it around here. We're kind of simple country folk that don't try to get too sophisticated. We just like to eat, and I don't. Big John's not Big Johnny G. They call me that at work for a reason. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching the video. If you would like to hit subscribe, please do that. If you want to leave a comment below, that's your prerogative. But please do go check out Pest and Lawn Ginger out of Utah. Pete with GCI Turfs up in Reedsville. Doc, How To with Doc, he's down in Atlanta, Georgia. Jim Putnam out of Raleigh with Plants by Mail. And Jim's going to be getting ready to do a tour. We just found out. You have to look at his videos to see exactly where all he's touring. Great guys, great videos. And I do need to make a correction. Pete does have some of his, he does have a line that Greene County Fertilize does do for him. And it's available, you can go through his academy, GCI Academy, and find out more information about it there. But anyway, he doesn't push it. From what I understand, how it developed with Pete was mixing all these things on his own at his shop, and someone introduced him to the people at Greene County, and they're going to save him a lot of money by bringing in those products that he sprays and uses already mixed, ready to go. And I can understand that. When I have my painting business, imagine if I had to try to mix all my paint, tint it, everything here at the house. I mean, it's nuts. So where I was able to go to Sherwin-Williams, I could go to Duron, Porter Paints, wherever I was getting my paint, mostly Sherwin-Williams. I could go in, call them ahead, say, hey, this is what I needed, have it ready for me. I'd go in and pick it up. And it saves so much. It costs you a little bit more on the front end, but on the back end is where you make all your money on it. That's where you save your money. But anyway, Pete's a great guy, great Christian dude. Appreciate you, Pete, if you ever watch these. If you do, just give old Johnny G a shout out. And maybe one of these days I can make a trip up to Reedsville and see your shop. Congratulations on buying your property. I'm not sure when that was. We've been watching your ground renovations there at the shop. But appreciate your testimony, man. I watched that the other day. Or actually today I watched your testimony for the first time. Pretty powerful, dude. Congratulations, and praise the Lord. You know that you're on the straight and narrow and have been for a while. I know you love your kids. There's nothing like your kiddos, man. Just wait till you have grandkids if you think those are something. Anyway, thanks a lot, everybody. Johnny G out.